Hey friend, how's it going? Thomas Decker here from GuitarRevolution.ca, and I'm here because I want to help you to become the best guitarist you can ever be, so you can play your guitar with confidence and ease, expressing your musical ideas, bringing you to the next level, and bringing out your musicality. And today, I'm going to be talking about how to play over the chord changes. How to solo over the changes. That's a very interesting topic. It can be super complex, but I will make as simple as possible and as practical as possible for you too. So stick with me. But I am, if you're asking that question, you probably, like me, got to a point when I was asking that question. I can play over the major. And I can play over the minor. I understand the key, how it works. Major, minor keys and major, minor scales, the pentatonics. How do I play over the chord change? There is more, right? And if you're asking this question, I just want to ask you or invite you to watch my free workshop I put together for you. It's called the 5 Easy Steps to Change the Way You Solo Over Blues. In this workshop, I teach you 5 simple steps. Very simple. I get the knowledge that you already have and applying that knowledge in a more broad way so you can have results right away. So my proposal is that you can change the way you play over blues by Friday. Okay? I don't know when you're watching this video, but by Friday, let's say, watching that workshop I put together for you and putting it into practice, that can change the way you solo over blues forever. I know that because that happens to me and that happens to my students, and I've been teaching guitar for over 20 years now, had over 6,000 students over 120 different countries, and I'm sure that this will help you as well. It's a free workshop. All you need is go to guitarrevolution.ca/5 steps. guitarrevolution.ca/5 steps, or click on the link below and go have access to that free workshop today. Okay? But going back to our question here of this video, why you clicked to see this video is because you already know how to play over the major. I'm assuming you already know how to solo over the minor key. You understand the chords that belong to a certain specific key, right? But you're soloing and it's sounding good, but you know that there's more. There's more than just that. And I remember when that happened to me, I could solo over major, I could solo over minor, but I knew I could hear other people playing things that were more. It was beyond than that, right? So I felt stuck. So I had that question too, how can I make my solos sound better? So what did I do? I started to study jazz. I went, okay, more chords the better, because there are more changes, I have more options, and more scales the better. More chords, more scales, more modes. So I started to study the theory behind everything. I did studies of the jazz standards, why the chords are there, what the function of each chord, what can you do to make it sound good, how to improvise over. And I knew the theory, I knew it all, I knew it, but that was just head knowledge. I acquired that head knowledge, but I could not translate into my playing. So I got super frustrated, right? I decided, okay, I don't want to know about jazz anymore. I just want to play. I just want to be able to make music. So I went back to the roots. I went back to the basics, of guitar, which is blues. What more fundamental than blues, right? For guitars, you can't go more foundational than that. So that's how I want to teach you today. I want to teach you over the 12-bar blues how to play over the chords. Simple. It's a start of this study. It's just the beginning. You can go, like I said, super sophisticated with fancy scales and all that. But today, I'm just going to simplify a few things here for you so you can have results right away. Okay? So, 12-bar blues. 12-bar blues, that is 3 chords, right? We have 3 chords. Now, on the key of A, we will have A. We will have the 4th of A, that is D. And the 5th, that is E. You can play these chords here. A, D, and E. Right? But let's stick with this shape here, this shape. Okay? Okay. Blues in A. What scale are we going to use? Pentatonic of A. Right? I already have a video out of how to sound more bluesy. Check that out if you're still like don't know exactly what I'm doing when I'm doing this. I explain you everything on that lesson. How to play over blues. Now, that's the main scale, right? We can use this scale and same scale over different shapes, right? And here, the 5 shapes of the pentatonic. I usually focus on this, the 1st shape, and the 4th shape. Okay, so we can use that over the whole 12 bars. But it will get to a point that you're going to be a little, you're going to get a little bored. And you're going to see, okay, I know there's more. Show me more. Okay, let me explain you something very, very simple to understand. When you're playing the rhythm, what are we doing here? We're using one shape to play the same or different chords, right? Same shape. To play D, to play A. And then same shape to play E. Why is it that not many of us think that we can do that for scales? So if we use this scale here over A, why don't you use that same shape over D and then A? E, A, D, A, D, A, E, and so on. So the same way we move our shape for the chords, let's move the same shape for the soloing part. Mind-blowing, right? Genius. Super simple to think about it, right? Well, we do the same thing for chords. Let's do the same thing for the scale. Why not? Let's see how that sounds. Very well. So we have 3 chords on the 12-bar blues here. Traditional one, right? A, that's the tonic or the root. D, that is the 4th. And E, that is the 5th. Then back to A. What we are going to do is we're going to follow the progression. We're going to follow the chord change and apply different shape of the pentatonic or the same shape on a different spot, like if we were playing the chords. And like that, we're gonna be playing over the chord change. Okay, so here's the backing track. A. Very slow, lots of room. D. Back to A. D. 2 bars of D. Back to A. And then E, D, A, D, A, and E. I'll do 12 bars of just A. Just its shape. I'm gonna follow the changes, okay? When it hits D, I'll go to D. Not gonna do E yet, so A. D. D. Back to A. D, right? Back to A. E. D. A. D. A. E. Okay, one octave A. D. Back to A. On this shape here. E. D. A. D. And E. And you see that I didn't move, right? I was just playing here, just using different shapes according to the chord. Once you get familiar with the different shapes, you don't need to move around. For example, I'll just stay here. I'm gonna play according to the chords just here. That's D. Here I have a D right here, right? Back to A. Sorry, E. A. D. A. D. So you see how the first step is apply this shape here over the chords, right? So A, D, A, back to D, back to A, right? E, D, A, D, A, E. You can hear how I'm changing the chords because I'm changing the scale. You can hear the progression without me changing the chords, but because I'm changing the scale. And that will help you to get to that next level. The more you exercise, more you practice this, you're gonna get better, more fluent. And then I suggest you to work with the E shape, or first shape of pentatonic, and the fourth shape, the A shape. For E, D, and A, for all the three chords. And that's gonna be like already like a big study and a big jump to the next level in your playing. But again, if you want to learn more, if you want to go deeper on this, go to guitarrevolution.ca/5 steps and watch my free workshop, where again I'm gonna learn 5 steps, 5 simple steps to transform the way you play over the blues. And you know, very simple, very easy, very practical. By Friday, you'll be playing new things a different way. All right? If you like this video, leave a comment. If you have a question, please just write below. Give me a thumbs up, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell so you don't miss any of my videos here. And see you in the next lesson.